Hey there, Greg.
Hi,
Could
Patty.
you tell me about speaking tasks 3 and 4, please?
So today I'd like to tell you about some strategies when you're doing the main part or the body of your answer for tasks 3 and 4. And when you remember that you're looking at a picture and you have to choose how you're going to describe the picture. In English, when we describe a picture, we tend to do it in 3 different ways. First is we go from left to right. So you would start obviously on the left of your picture, move to the middle, and then to the right. The second way that we usually describe a picture would be from top to bottom. So for example, if you were looking at a picture with things happening at different levels, then you would choose this one because you'd start at the top and then describe things as you go down to the bottom. And the third way that we describe things in English would be talking about what's in the foreground and then to the background. So it would look something like this. So something that's very close here, and then something that's a little bit further away, and then something that's even farther away, then this might be a good way to describe this picture. So how do you begin? Well, for left to right, you're going to begin by saying something like, on the left at the top. So if something is up here or over in this area, say on the left at the top, or you could say on the left at the bottom, depending on where you're comfortable beginning. You could also say, it's the exact same meaning, in the top left corner, or change it up and say in the bottom left corner. But always start with the left and then move towards the right. As you move to this part, you're going to say in the middle or in the center at the bottom or at the top. And then you're going to move to this part of the picture where you're going to say finally on the right, and you can again say at the top or at the bottom. If you choose to describe by going from top to bottom, then here's how you're going to begin. You're going to begin by saying at the top, and again, if what you're talking about or what you're seeing is in the center, then you don't really have to say that it's on the left or the right or the center. You can just say at the top and then describe it. But if it's over on this side, then say at the top on the left, or over here at the top on the right. And then as you move down, a little bit similar to the first strategy, then you move to this part of the picture, and you'd say in the middle, and again, you can say on the left or on the right, or in the middle, and just describe what you're seeing. And then you're going to move to the bottom and say finally at the bottom, and again, you can still choose on the left or the right if you wish. And the final strategy is moving from foreground to background. In this case, it's a little bit simpler in terms of how you're going to start and how you'll go through, but you begin by saying in the foreground on the left, or in the foreground on the right, or in the foreground in the center or in the middle. And then in the second part you'll say in the background, and again you're going to say on the left or on the right or in the middle. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of how to talk about your answer or how to talk about the pictures in speaking tasks 3 and 4.
Thank you, Greg.
You're very welcome. Have a great